Actually, a lot of engagement now. Without harm, without pressure, but Hazaifa already opening up over towards Coops, of all people, come on.
And they might not even need IQ out there to go for the recalls if they can take this fight. Looks like they have lost one player already though, Galaxy, trying to turn things around as well. But as you say, they've lost Coops right off the bat, and Ralph's the next to fall, goes down to Hoxie. Q and DRX, everybody gets stuck in. This is what you see on Rondo. It is madness in New York Factory.
A big day, threaded on up, and it's finding one and two. That charges on forward, and they're cutting the rosters in half. The body back through the door, though, puts him back in his place, and Hazaifa has to hold it down. Satan around the corner. Hazaifa needs to hold, and he's good for one. Ralph can't quite connect either. And now he has a 1 versus 1. Ralph is low, and he finds it. Hazaifa keeping him safe. Falak back on up. The spray comes through, and Refrag losing repeated challenges, and I don't know if they lost a player on an outpost, if they sent someone away, if they committed. We're on board though with Flower trying to get the spray down. Furious giving it a go, and Maple is there looking to take down the crossing, does so effectively. Now Q and DRX have to find something else. Maple looking sweet like syrup in that engage there now, looking over towards KRX. Vinny down low on his belly. Now the Jets man seeing what can get done with that. Reverb comes through with the M249 over towards the Tanky. KOP though is clapping back over towards Reverb. To see. Getting playing through the smoke at the moment. It's a pretty awkward bit of trying to work around T inside the building.
Hoxie and Vinny trying to hold down the angle. The smoke keeping them in cover for now. Just constant harassment from Maple. Pushing them back and forth this way, that way. He's allowed to step in towards it. Maple goes low, but doesn't get messy. Nobody's hitting the shots, and finally Hoxie falls. Maple wants the push, and will be able to find it. Scarpering around the corner now to get away from the rest of the fight. He doesn't want any more to shoot down on. He's already done bits.
Through the smoke there, everyone was suffering. Vinny's currently on fire as well. This is a nightmarish area to be in with the sidelines available. It's all a bit awkward. Maple will find another. I think he was able to secure that as well, which is nice to see. Hazaifa does go down, but so far, Fortress have been living over on the southwest side of Neox. KOP pulled back almost immediately. Orangutan there. Oh, I heard the M79 going off and just thought he would spray on through. He has been a monster inside the Neox factory so far, and he has been producing those eliminations coming straight off the end of the conveyor belt.
It is now neck and neck on eliminations from the hot drops, and it looks like the two titans of Neox Factory want to get stuck in against each other. Falak charging forwards there, Maple looking for the heals. He's allowed to get the first aid kit off, but still has a health disadvantage. The S12K in close range could prove to be pivotal though, as Falak opens up for the charge around the corner, goes whoa! And what a swing from Falak! Up and into the air, hopping about, the bunny rabbit bites. I mean, the S12K Thunder Talk already hitting him so low. How do you hit those? Ayala, beautiful now, looking to go big with an aid, does a lot of damage, and the Molotov to follow it up. Pinches him into the corner, and they know what they're playing against. Oh, easy for Furia.
That's cool gameplay there from Ayala. For them, only one behind, top squad currently in fourth rise.
Fourth rise with that Elim over towards everybody else pretty much in Neox Factory do still have this top spot, but it's a question of now getting into the circle for them.
Decent rotation before this, trying to get central and get some high ground at the back of that one. Despite actually having some fights early on, which is quite cool to see. But now it's hard, right? Because at some point you have to look at the rest of the squad as well. Kelsey on a mad dash out there. I am surprised he is still kicking at this point. Heart must be racing. Finally, he is taken down there by Ziol. The rest of the team not able to help, but you do need to start looking some of the players on Aurora. I don't think you can put all of the blame over on Doc, because a lot of times that blame comes his way, because when he goes down, the team suffers because of it, because he's so good at the game. Win will find top on a nasty little headshot, actually, just peeking over the top of that ridge side.
A really nice cut across comes through from Aurora there. I mean, we caught the end of that rotation as Furia were taking that volley of fire, but Aurora from the south side went around Furia and into the south point of Ulf. It forced Ulf to regroup in an unfavorable scenario, which has led to them losing a player. And it put them under a lot of pressure. They are in nade range now from Aurora, who can start to levy this central position.
I mean, the more nades from Aurora, the ones that don't hit, just providing more divots for them to play in towards. So this is not the worst in the world of it.
And I think they took 2 of those players, and now these central divots are going to get really jam-packed if they weren't already before. Force keeping a lot of ground on the west side, and they're going to put pressure on the back of the players in the middle, but RRQ are trying to weather the storm of nades being sent their way by Goat Team, and it is not going well. A lot of points taken away as Boopsman moves forward to try and take them down entirely, but not quite fast enough. Boopsman falls, and now it looks like Goat Team are under too much pressure. They sent players too far forwards, and they might have just overextended.
I think RRQ is actually able to get a res beacon off. Actually, yes, they were. So only Nerf now left alive. Gem Boss is flying in. The rest of the team drops directly back on top of their own body. Buren goes down instantaneously. RRQ, the reinforcements arrive, but immediately become cannon fodder.
But it's slowing down. Will these reses come on through for RRQ yet again? A nade over forces Doc back off the ridgeline, waiting to repair top because he's on super low HP right now. It was a Furia knock, and they're not going to be pushing over just yet. Furia are all too happy with their position, so it is resable. But RRQ have been given a little bit of respite to get themselves back together. But the ordnance keeps on pouring through. Doc with a molly in hand. They're burning them up the hill behind the cars now, and the nades displacing them. But the reses just keep on coming, and RRQ are 4 men on their feet.
I think they're further behind is because of this nasty little bit of terrain. Some of the nades are bouncing higher as the airbursts aren't doing quite as much damage as Aurora might hope them to do.
What a play from Nerf.
Honestly, really well done to RRQ. It's not often you get to see a full squad reset in moments like that and directly back onto your own loot crate, so you lose effectively nothing other than giving points over to a different team. But yeah, incredible stuff, really, really incredible.
Zeus on the inside, only 2 players now left for the flash. Hoxie tries to make the cross, but it's cut through. Will be taken down as Zeus steps out for the spray. Confirmation there, and that's going to leave them lacking on the numbers. It looks like a good opener, but it now needs to be converted. 3 players on the outside for Q1 DRX. They've lost a little bit of momentum there. Hoxie gets a little bit too quick with it.
Bows pulled taut on the top side right now as the nerves run hectic in this team. Bows drops another nade out, those perfect up towards QEC. It's a bouncer. It almost gets Trey there. One nade goes up, and Bows will fall to it, leaving just 1 player alive now for the Flash inside the building.
Really is tunneling his way towards the Pagoda right now, leveraging that explosive bow and arrow, but he is in. A lot of damage for his way, and it's Orangutan who's chime on through, getting that headshot coming on in, a clap back from India.
Wizgod sending shots far down towards the south side. And this could be a good entry point now for Orangutan. If they want to go for it, they know they've opened up. They're sending Aru a little bit further forward, trying to scout this position. See him now off in the distance. But KRX currently.
Two go down and flash full. It's a melee in the middle of the pagoda there, but nobody's set to charge on in, and KRX may be able to keep all 3 of their players alive on 7 elims. On the east side, they've got a deep shot on this game.
Look at the flash, I love the play.
I love the play, I like the confidence. Chest puffed out there to the maximum. Unfortunately, weren't quite able to flex hard enough there versus KRX. Furia moving in. They have a lot of teams to push on through. Chief looking over towards RRQ. Silence not able to make the push as RRQ has weathered a lot of storms so far. They've brought their brollies today.
Oh, the mad dash though, it's not going that way. RRQ is suffering. Aurora's starting to step up to the plate and get those points on board. Doc's been spotted but just stays still. Playing dead there. doesn't want to become it either. Looks like he's staying safe. RRQ still alive, just about. See if they can get back to their feet as Furia lose the final. He's a 1v4 though on the lip of this one, and it's going to need to be pushed past as well. They want to disengage here, but Rufus is low. I imagine his utility is starting to run down too, and the backlines are now being carried. In comes AG from this south side. They need to move past this as well. The question is, do they want to get involved? Rufus still stepping forward, still looking to leverage the ridge line to play around, but it's not quite connecting, and the backlines make it all the harder. Unfortunately though, for RRQ, they keep getting pressured, and into the backlines they go. Flowers there, and with a full ball on the back, it's even harder for Rufus, but there's off angles, so many off angles, chiming in time and time again, and Rufus is still alive for Aurora.
Causing problems, Gaming Stars, Maniac looking to send a wild grenade over the top here, through to All Gamers. Maple still on the front line, still looking good for the team. They lost XGG fully. We can see here Maple currently working with 5 elims so far. How is Rufus still alive? RQ working to push on through him every single time he steps up, seems to get some good damage done. Zypher. It's a nice nade though. That might be an entry point for them on the southern edge. IQ again!
A big nade barrage coming in on that southwest side, and RRQ still under pressure. More nades pouring on in. They have weathered so much this match, but it may just be all coming to a close here. Getting out of this ditch might prove to be just too much. I think that may have been Rufus Giant, but All Gamers will go and take down RRQ where so many could not, and Rufus is still alive. Is he going to go for more? I think so! Stepping up for the spray, look at the new damage, and there is plenty left to do. Rufus, the iron wall between every team on this side of the map, pulls out the shotgun, can't quite make the connection. You will find another 11 eliminations right now for All Gamers. They finished the scrims, they're here to play. Rez in the process. Scarface finds KRX, also still going actually, surprisingly. A couple of players head Scarface on board, but these guys have played together for a very, very long time. Nades bursting in front of each other's faces at the moment. Black looks to send away. He's heading over towards X-Force Rejects. He's rocking up, gets forced forward. There's absolutely no way they make this work, and 4-5 still look phenomenal, still look good. 13 eliminations, Balak basically ice skating over the top of them. But on the back lines, it's DK who surge over the top and take half the fourth rights down. More players start to fall though, and it's going to be up on the north side. Orangutan may be missing a beat, not trying to take over the northern hill, whilst DK was super committed to that western edge, and DK can now side.
So, not enough damage done right there. Knocks on the one is good. It goes behind. Quite do enough damage there towards Flower. Sends one to the side too. That bounces far enough, I would say. Hits for you. Sadly, the Black will go down to Ragnarok in the back lines. Gives time potentially for All Gamers to get their player back up again. There's a disgusting Molotov. A double on top of it. Black surely goes down off the back of this. IQ incredibly low. Pulls out the extinguisher though.
Puts him in the pressure cooker. IQ just about stays alive. Falak did fall in the process. Flower now moves forward, but DK has sightlines onto the angle, and IQ keeps shimmying away from this one. He's got a Molotov too. Where's it going? Over to the structure, over to the building, and Flower's caught in it. He's taking tick damage, but I think he's going to get it. The burn does come on in.
Not trying to silhouette themselves too much here versus GK. Easy Bad Boy consistently moving the top. I think there's a clear idea. Sadly, it's not a lot of space to split here for Orangutan either. I do believe the circle will just pull them in. I don't think GK is looking to make any mistakes going forward. Oh, IQ will go down, shimmy their way upwards. Vehicles in play as well. I mean, Wiz going to try and play distraction, but it's going to be a hard thing to pull off. Now there's down to 2 in AKOP, as well as Aru underneath. More nades trying to use to create a little bit of cleanser points here for the squad, but Easy Bad Boy has rough idea, rough position. AKOP is going to go down to a perfectly placed Molotov on himself, deny those points. Aru will go for it, and again, that is the way you've got to do it. That's the way you've got to do it. If you're playing as Orangutan Geek, you don't want to give extra points across that.